When Protestant historians of the 18th and 19th centuries wrote about the Catholic religious reforms of the 16th century, they used the term counter-reformation. The term implies that Catholic reforms were a reaction to, and a reaction against, Protestant reforms. In short, no Protestant Reformation, no Catholic change.
More recently, Catholic historians have adopted the term Catholic Reformation instead of Counter-Reformation. Why does it matter what we call the religious reforms taking place within Catholicism in the 16th century? What's the difference between Counter and Catholic Reformation? What's in a name?
The term Counter-Reformation can have a deeply negative connotation. It implies two things about Catholicism. Firstly, that the religion only reformed itself in response to Luther, and secondly, that this reform was an aggressive campaign against Protestants and their beliefs.
I'm quite sympathetic to the term Counter-Reformation because I study Northern Europe, where the Reformation took firm hold. Catholic religious reforms in this area were indeed targeted at stopping and reversing the spread of Protestantism. Take, for instance, the Council of Trent, seen here. It took place in a city of the Catholic Holy Roman Empire, and it began by setting forth Protestant doctrines and refuting each one by one.
My research focuses on early modern Spain, far from the heartland of Protestantism. And there I see a rich tradition of religious reflection and reform taking place before Luther ever posted his 95 Theses in 1517. For example, the Spanish Archbishop of Toledo, Jimenez de Cisneros, had already in 1502 commissioned a multi-language Bible, the Complutensian Polyglot Bible, seen here. A project that proves Catholicism was already searching for a more direct access to Scripture well before Luther.
Labels are important for historians. They influence how we describe human actions in the past. Using the phrase Counter-Reformation emphasizes certain events taking place in early modern Catholicism, actions that sought to attack Protestantism directly. Counter-Reformation implies that any improvements taking place within Catholicism would never have occurred without Luther.
The term Catholic Reformation, on the other hand, implies that Catholicism was already actively reforming and improving itself, independent of the criticisms leveled by Protestant reformers. Luther matters little in this account, and certainly he did not help Catholic renewal.
Ultimately, the truth is somewhere in between the two terms, for early modern Catholicism included strands of reform that began well before Protestantism came to the stage.
And Catholicism also defined itself in opposition to Protestant reformers of the 16th century, striving to correct the errors that had been plagued the Church in the previous century.
Labels are important, and we hope we've shown you how the terms counter and Catholic imply very different things about the course of religious reform in the 16th century. Thank you.